Alright guys, road trip today. It's like a part of me is excited and another part of me is not excited. Part of me that's excited is that I'm gonna get to see Turner Pinball's facility and get to see how they're put together and all that. But the part of me that's not excited is that it's 6 hours away. So I am just got finished dropping the kids off at school, and now I'm about to fuel up the vehicle and my stomach and begin my trek. So I'm already in the drive-thru waiting, and I feel like I'm going to be here a very long time because it's Whataburger, and they take forever. Let's do sausage, egg, and cheese, 2 of them by themselves, please, and that'll be all. All right, thank you. I mean, what exactly is a Whataburger day? Have yourself a wonderful Whataburger day. I don't even know what that means. No, I just had the 2 sandwiches. I just had the 2 sandwiches, I'm good. Okay. I don't know why they put it in 2 different bags, and one bag is different size, so now I'm kind of wondering if I got the right order. So I'm going through my 2 bags just now, and that girl cannot hear, evidently. I mean, I've got it all right here on video. I thought I spoke pretty clearly, even at the drive-thru when she asked me if I wanted the coffee, and I was like, no, just the 2 sandwiches, and she's like, what? I was wondering why my total was a little higher than expected. And I had to put it together. I'm like, why do I have the 2 sandwiches that I ordered and a cinnamon roll? I didn't order a cinnamon roll. And I'm like, what could she misconstrued as cinnamon roll? And the only thing I can think is when I said, else please, and that'll be all. I don't know how she heard, and that will be all, and thought I said cinnamon roll. I don't know. But a part of me was like, oh, they gave me a cinnamon roll. Oh, that's probably because I had to wait so damn long. That's so nice of them. But no, I paid for the damn thing. So therefore, now I've got to eat it. Reached the halfway point, guys. We're halfway there. I do have a cinnamon roll that I am really thinking about digging into. I think I'm gonna stop before I planned for a couple of things. 1, get me another energy drink. 2, get me some napkins so I can eat this cinnamon roll, because it's looking pretty tasty right now. All right, napkins, energy drink, cinnamon bun. I think it was made fresh whenever I got there, but it doesn't feel fresh anymore. Now it feels like a brick. I'm just gonna eat till I get that gooey center, and then I'm gonna call it done. It's not worth it. I'm not gonna force myself to eat that. Get rid of some of this trash, including the cinnamon bun I just ate, and get back on the road. We are a little over 1 hour out from reaching our destination. What I'm doing, it's basically, I'm totally winging this, guys. I really don't know how this is gonna go down, how the filming thing's gonna work. Well, I don't know, but we're more than likely gonna sit down and do probably a live session on my YouTube channel, just kind of cast it out there, get a chance for people to ask Chris some questions if they have any and stuff like that. Maybe this will be the first episode of me visiting, pinball manufacturers, and there will be more to come. And this is obviously thanks to my patrons out there. They're basically paying for all of this, my transportation and all of that. Basically, the only thing out of my pocket is my time and effort, but still, by all means, special thanks to them for this. Alright, I am 15 minutes out from my destination. Nice and sunny down here near the San Antonio region. I've got the AC going now because it's a little warm. It was a little chilly this morning. That's where we're at in Texas at this point in the time of the year, is that it's cold in the mornings. And when I say cold, anything less than 60 degrees, that's cold. But it's cold in the mornings, hot in the damn afternoon, and then it's nice and cool in the evenings. It's, you get all the seasons in one day at this time of year in Texas. So I just entered a key code required area in order to get to my destination. I required a pin code that Chris provided for me, and now I'm driving down a very long path. I think this is him right here though. This looks like what he was talking about, a steel building. Maybe. Yeah. We are here. All right, guys, here we're gonna do an actual tour with Chris Turner over Turner Pinball, and we're walking into the facility right now, and we got our tour guide right here, Mr.
Hey.
Turner Pinball.
How's it going?
So he's gonna show us basically the entire facility and how everything works. Let's do it.
It's a small facility, but I'll show you around. So we've got some of our games over here that we like to play. We've got the games that we took to TPF this past year over there in the corner, and then an assembly area here. You can see we've got some back boxes that are in process there, some glass frames in the back there. So we work on this table here and assemble those and stage them. And as we go around, you'll see we don't have a lot of space here, and so we're trying to find any area we can to build something and kind of store it temporarily. Some desks for, this is Collier and Trace working on assembly stuff. And over here, we've got kind of our computer area. We do our software development, mechanical design and things over here. And then we can kind of go to the next bay. There's basically 3 bays here. And we'll start out on this side. This is where we cut our playfields. And so we've got our CNC there, and you can see the wood in the back. Those are kind of staged and ready to load on the CNC. We cut 2 playfields at a time. And then the playfields go from this side to this side over here, where we do all our playfield assembly. Collier here is working on getting the underside of the playfield assembled, and we've got 4 rotisseries, and we do 4 at a time. It's kind of all the space that we have here, and it seems like batching them in multiples like this produces the most efficient workflow for us. And then you can kind of see we've got these shelves. I went back and forth to Home Depot a lot of times to buy yet another set of shelves. But we've got part storage here. You can see all the wire form ramps there, metal parts in boxes, and then the boxes that the machines go in. I think I underestimated a little bit the amount of space that's going to take. When I talked to the box company and they were sending all the boxes down, they were like, oh yeah, we're sending a 26-foot box truck with your shipment. And I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, it's full. It's all your stuff in the box truck. And I was like, oh wow, that's a lot of boxes. So anyway, we got it all stored up on top. And then this is kind of the assembly area for things that are gonna go on the playfield. We've got a lot of our wiring harnesses, some of the tools that are in use there. And then all our circuit boards over here. And then all of our fasteners and things over there. Trying to organize things the best as we can to have close access to what we need in this limited space. As we go back over this is kind of our electrical soldering area. We can make harnesses and things there. We've got fasteners that go specifically to mech assembly. We'll do some of that here on this table. And then we'll go to the 3rd bay. And this is where we're doing cabinets and then getting playfields in cabinets, getting the back boxes on, and then getting things in boxes. So here we have cabinet parts, back box parts, glass frame parts. We've got 4 machines that are going to go out this week, and then we've got these playfields done, and I need to get decals on these cabinets and get them wired out. I'm hoping we're going to have 9 going out this week, and then the 4 that you saw over there will be for next week. And tool storage, saws and things, all our clamps for our cabinets, raw parts for cabinets there, and I'm working on this area a little bit, trying to get the space a little more organized. But you can see we got the cabinet sides. Some of the other cabinet parts are behind you there, Cary, and the cabinet bottoms. We'll basically put this little pallet thing down. We do all the gluing and clamping right here. And then we get it on one of the rolling carts, and then we get the decals on and get all the insides wired up. So it's not a lot of space, but we're trying to use it the best we can. And I'm glad we only chose to do 100 machines, because I don't think I could have fit parts for any more in here. So this one that you're looking at here, it's all wired out, and it's ready for the back box to go on and for the Playfield to go in. And so you can see the wiring is very organized in our cabinet. This is going to go up to the Playfield. That's the power for the Playfield. This comes from the cabinet PCB up to the Playfield, and then this will go up to the back box.
And that's the entire wiring that goes to the back box. It's
so
right
the
there.
only other thing that comes down from the back box is there's an Ethernet cable that comes down through here that also goes to the Playfield. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So really tried to keep the wiring as efficient as possible. I feel like wiring in the pinball machine can be one of the most intimidating parts, especially from a service perspective and from an assembly perspective too. So just optimizing the wiring has really helped us a lot.
All right. So something I want you to show the viewers here is those miniature boards, basically like essentially your version of a node board, for those that are curious on what happens if I lose a coil or something like that, and explain how your board system works, because people see these large boards here and they kind of go, what's going on here, kind of thing. What happens if a major component on here goes out? And so you can explain all that.
Yeah, absolutely. So our board really works as like a wiring harness. The only other thing that's inside it besides the wiring traces are the LEDs. And these are a unique LED. It's a reverse mount LED. So normally if you saw a board like this, the LED would be mounted on the other side. You wouldn't see it at all. But these are mounted on the back, the bottom of the board, but they shine through. So there's a hole through the board where those mount. And this is a kind of a zoomed in picture of what the LED looks like. It's got these big solder tabs, and it's just got like these arms out, and then you rest it on the board, and then you solder from this side of the board. So, LEDs, not a high failure component, but it's possible that they could fail over time. And so we wanted to make it possible to be able to hand solder one of those from this side of the board without having to take everything apart. But ultimately this board, the wiring harness and LED board, is meant to last the life of the machine. If we had to replace it, it's not that hard to do, but I really don't want to have to do that. So we designed all of the components that could be failure prone as off-board modules. So this is a 5-volt power supply. It powers all the LEDs and the microcontrollers, and what we do is we just line that up and that sockets in. It's got some spacers there that will clip it in. And then this is our switch and LED board. So that drives all the LEDs and reads all the switches, and that goes right on here. You line it up and press it on, and we've got screws. And then I don't have one right here on the table, but there's a coil driver board that goes right here. It drives 8 coils. This machine takes 2 of them, and so those boards go there. And so if one of these components were to fail, you can just take this board. We would sell you another one, and we'd ship it out, and then you'd be able to replace it.
And it's just a ribbon cable that goes in between?
Correct, yeah, I can go ahead and connect that right now. We've got them right down here. So yeah, this is passing all the signals between the 2 Playfields. Or the PCBs here. And we just take and push this in, and then that jumpers over to this one here. Got that, and then there's another cable that's for all the power, and that's what this one is. And that clips in there, and then clips in there. You can also see we've got connectors for the coils and the switches and the off-board LEDs, and they're all, you can't plug the wrong thing into the wrong place. So 4 pins for the LEDs, 3 pins for the switches, 2 pins and a special connector for the coils. And everything is labeled in the silk screen, and so everything has a number. We have a lookup table that says, you know, switch 62 is whatever target it is. And really it's like kind of the closest one to it is what it is in general, because we wanted to make it easy for our assembly too. So when we put this together, it's pretty intuitive. We just screw it all down and we just plug it in right where it goes.
Well, yeah, show off these rotisseries right here that I want to have.
So this part's pretty standard. You know, it's just got the little cam lock here with the different positions. Oops, sorry, Collier. And so these can rotate, and then it'll hold whatever position you want. So. But I like these because you can sit down and work, and I don't like standing up and like looking down, just my neck after a long day of doing that. So with these, a lot of times I would work like this, and I'll just kind of roll around. And I can do stuff like this, and then I've got access to my parts and tools and other stuff that I can put on the shelf down here. So.
All right, so is that the full tour of what we got going on here?
I think so. I mean, just 3,000 square feet is not a ton of space to build pinball machines, so we're using it the best we can, though.
You're making it work. You got nice and shiny parts right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got mine. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. I guess test your microphone.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Stop focusing on me. I know you do.
Testing. Hear me?
Looks like it's reading me right there. Isn't it the stupid thing?
That's all right.
Don't
Take 2.
Yeah, take 2 on that one. I hit like stop. Like it's like that's not what I'm about to do. But
You're trying to turn it around.
Yeah, yeah. I could do a flip around, but I hit the wrong button. I was like, doot. So like, God damn, that sun is beating down right here.